ブレイクスネル選手が MLB ネットワークのインタビューに受け答えしていました。スネル選手は早くも来年のワールドシリーズをイメージしているようで、ドジャースでの登板に期待しているようです。今日はソト選手の移籍情報、来年に新人王予想、スネル選手のインタビューの3本立てでお送りします。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
Andy Martino had some stuff yesterday that circled around on social media. And there is a widespread belief, according to SNY's Andy Martino, who does a really good job covering the Mets and Major League Baseball, that Toronto could land as the highest bidder. Is this another alley-oop, okey doke? The Blue Jays are in, but not really? Or do you really see a pathway for Juan Soto going to Canada?
Yeah, I can see them. Look, the Blue Jays have funds. We've got a whole country.
We've been saying that for 25 years.
Yeah.
They're sitting on all this Molson money or whatever money they're sitting on.
Right.
Labatt's money for a while. Rogers money. Yeah.
Whole country.
Yeah.
But it's true. And, yeah, he could be a fit there. Look, last year they were in on Ohtani at $700 million, right? And so that's why they're knocking on the door this year, because that money is there. We always said all along that they were going to go ask Toronto, where you at? What'd you do with the money? Soto can take it and come that way. You knew that Boris was going to go knocking on that door. But will they be a team that's going to get the price tag up?
Yeah.
Is he really going to go to Canada? Here's the one thing I find interesting. As I look at Blake Snell's signing, and you start reading between the lines, he took $52 million because he lives in the state of Washington, and it's taxed, and he deferred it because of the taxes, right? And if you look at how Boris did all the way back to Max Scherzer's contract with Detroit, he talked about the taxes. He's always talking about the taxes. Mm-hmm. And so I think the one thing here, if you're going to Canada, that's a whole different tax bracket you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so that to me, I think, has to factor into the thinking of what they might really be trying to
But
do.
it can't be any worse than playing in the state of California, where you're going to be taxed at 49.5% at that income, literally.
Yeah.
Don't get me going on what happened to my home state.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother show.
What happened to your...
I'll get somebody canceled.
How much you getting hit when you go there and do games?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if taxes are that big of a deal, then... I'm signing with the Rangers or the Astros. Sorry. Or I'm waiting for the team in Nashville, and I'm signing there in Tennessee. That's interesting. Or you go to Florida. Go to one of the Florida teams. So let's put up a little picture for Harold here to weigh in on.
All right, let's look.
A couple of photos. Here's some options.
Is this the best look you've had so far, you feel like?
Yeah, what's the best look? I mean, he looks good in all of them.
He looks good in everything, doesn't he?
What do you got? Which one do you like the best?
Wow.
Those are the 5 leading suitors, according to many of the pundits out there.
I loved him in New York. I really did. I thought he was a great fit. I just don't think he's going back with the Yankees. I don't think they're going to go dollar for dollar with everybody else. I think they're sitting there saying, we went to the World Series. This is the team we have. We're always going to win. We're going to get better. And you're a fit.
Yeah.
I don't think they're sitting there going, we got to pay extra money than everybody else to beat you way beyond to get you back.
Is there one uniform? I mean, forget about the actual baseball fit. Let's just talk about the colors and the design of the uniform and the logo. Which one looks the cleanest on him?
I don't know. You tell me. It looks the same on all of them.
I mean, that Dodger blue just pops.
It pops, doesn't it?
It does.
That hat looks crisp. I like the hat.
Red Sox looks good.
He looks good in all of them.
A lot of questions.
How long have you been drawing like that?
No. Those are photographs.
I think the team in the middle is probably going to be the one.
So here now is my Greg's list. Do you guys mind if I do a Greg's list? So this list is my personal opinion. That is the crux of this Greg's list. Our quest to find out who is number 1 on Greg's list. You guys can hang out with me while we do this. And you are number 1 on Greg's list. I would give the 2024 rookie class from both leagues combined a 9.2 out of 10. It was that good. One of the best in the MLB Network era, which started in 2009. And I love my friends Jim Callis, Jonathan Mayo from MLB Pipeline. They do a great job talking about all the prospects. They put them in a list, top 100 list, right? Problem with those lists, it has like 17-year-old kids, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids. So then you're like, wait, which of these top 100 players are going to be impacting the big leagues next year? So it got me thinking, because I love this last rookie class, let's rank who I believe will be the 9 most impactful rookies in 2025 in the big leagues because it's called MLB Network, not MILB Network. So here are the rookies we're going to be talking about. And number 9 is Matt Shaw of the Chicago Cubs. Nico Horner, watch out, because this kid, Matt Shaw, over 20 home runs last year, can steal bases. His OPS was great. He's done nothing but rake. He started the Premier 12 tournament for Team USA, won bronze, but he had a 500 on base, 14 RBIs, which led the tournament in 9 games. This kid's playing in the big leagues. He's going to be great. Number 8, Colson Montgomery. I don't care what happened last year in the minor leagues. What he did in the Arizona Fall League got people buzzing. Hit .313, on base of .511, 3 bombs in 11 AFL games. He's Corey Seager 2.0. Get ready, White Sox fans. Colson Montgomery's coming. At number 7, why did he pitch so much in the postseason? I love Jackson Jobe, but man, they put him in a pressure cooker. He's going to ease right in to that rotation, which is led by Tarek Skubal, 3rd overall pick in 2021. He's ready for the show. This kid is legit. Jackson Jobe is impacting the Tigers. At number 6, don't worry, Yankee fans, I was going to include Jason Dominguez. He's going to be the left fielder. He's going to play every day, and he's going to rake. I don't care about his defense. Can we stop talking about that so much? He's going to be a really good player. He can do it all. Jason Dominguez, number 6 on Greg's list of the top most impactful rookies. What? Nationals fans are raising an eyebrow. Most people think Dylan Cruz will be the number 1 prospect that impacts the big leagues. I love the kid. 2nd overall pick in 2023. I like the way he looked with the Washington Nationals. I don't think his overall stats are going to blow the lid off of what people were expecting. I think Dylan Cruz is a great rookie, but not the best on this list. I love Rhett Lauder. If Rhett Lauder struck out more guys, he would be, in my opinion, number 1 on this list because I'm such a fan. I don't think he needs that. He struck out people in the minor leagues. This is a young man that's got pitch ability at a young age. He's going to be in that rotation for years to come. Rhett Lauder of the Reds, number 4. Number 3, Roki Sasaki. John Morosi's somewhere's going, what? How is he not number 1? Sorry, JP. I love the guy, but we don't know which team he's going to be with. So that is the X factor here. And because of that alone, I have a feeling he's just going to be number 3 because the 2 guys in front of him, I absolutely love. Kumar Rocker got to the big leagues and proved to everyone why. He had so much hype when he was at Vandy. This guy can strike out everybody. K per 9 was over 11. Kumar Rocker has the stuff of a closer. But man, is he going to shine. He is my pick to win the AL Rookie of the Year, but number 1, he wasn't in the top 100. Can you believe that? Luisangel Acuña. What, do we not like the DNA? Do we not like who he's related to? Luisangel Acuña took the big leagues by storm. He's going to play second base every day. Luisangel Acuña is the number 1 rookie to impact the 2025 season. Now, dream on this. Yonder, I want you to come in here, chat with me for a second. Yonder Alonso, everyone. If Francisco Lindor stays in the leadoff spot, which he will because he found it again, became an MVP candidate. If the Mets sign Juan Soto, which I think that's the team he's going to go to, if you put eventually Luisangel Acuña in that 2 spot, Vientos bats cleanup, you can dream on that, folks. I love Acuña. Do you agree or disagree that he's the top guy in this class?
I agree. I think he is the guy. Sasaki, for me, is the guy that does it. I don't care what team he's on. He's going to be fantastic. He's going to give a chance to be able to win every single time he gets on that mound. Acuña, though, the pedigree.
He's special.
The bloodline. This guy's going to be fantastic. I wouldn't put so much pressure on him, hitting him in the middle of that lineup. I would kind of ease him in, kind of like what they did with Jackson Merrill. Put him at 9th and then work his way into that 4th or 5th slot. He's as impressive as it gets. What's he going to hit? He's going to hit maybe 6 or 7. Second base, he's going to have 500 at-bats. Watch out, this guy.
I think this kid, if you took Jose Altuve and his brother and you mix them together, that's Luisangel Acuña. For some reason, my friends Jim Callis and Jonathan Mayo didn't include him in their top 100 list. My phone's already blowing up. I can see it's like really shaking right now. Jim Callis is furious with me. All right, did I leave anyone off this list?
You missed one guy.
Okay, give it to me.
Bubba Chandler.
I love Bubba Chandler.
21 years old.
Love him.
I think he's going to go to camp. I think he's going to be their 5th starter. Guys, 97, 98 coming right at you. The window's now for Pittsburgh. I mean, if you don't get a few bats, I'm not sure. You got Skeens, Jones, Keller, Oviedo, and then you got this guy, Bubba Chandler, 21 years old. I've talked to a couple people in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. They said he is the real deal. Just like Paul Skeens was for them when he came up, This guy in Bubba Chandler is a pure athlete. He was committed to be a quarterback at Clemson, decided to opt out. The pitching route.
It was hard to leave him off the
This
list.
guy is going to be, for me, Rookie of the Year.
There were a couple guys. It was him and Tink Hence and Marcelo Meyer of the Boston Red Sox. He's battled injuries, but I think he's eventually going to be the starting shortstop for the Boston Red Sox. Those three guys were really hard for me to leave off. But it's hard. It's hard being me, Yonder, who joins us now on MLB Tonight. Blake, congratulations from all of us here at MLB Network. Great moment for you and your family. How are you watching the World Series? What emotions may have gone through your mind as you saw the Dodgers win it all? Did you think to yourself at all, like, I kind of want to play for them?
Yeah, I thought about it for sure. But watching it, I was just like trying to see like where my advantage would be. Who's doing what right? How can I get this hitter out? And I watched it. It was weird. I watched World Series not as much as I thought I would have. I watched it a good amount, but I thought it was going to go to Game 7, and I was more curious, like going to be curious later on. And then, yeah, watching it, I was like, now looking back at it, I need to go watch the games even more.
I love that. Yeah, go watch the games because you know the outcome too. Blake, Yonder Alonso here, man. As a player in free agency, man, you're going through it, and it could be a heart attack every single day, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Going through what you went through last year, at this point this year, did it just make sense to say, hey, this is the team I wanted to be in, this is the map that I want to be in right now, and if it makes sense, go ahead and push it and go for it?
Yeah, you know, they just won the World Series. My goal is to win the World Series. The lineup, that's a big thing, man. They got 3 Hall of Famers at the top of the lineup. Like, why would you not want to pitch for that team? And then you go into their pitching, their bullpen. What their bullpen did in the postseason is crazy. So looking at all that and then just talking to Andrew, how well I've known Andrew my whole career, that was something that was very exciting for me. So it's kind of everything pieced together, but they're just a really good team.
I wanted to ask you, too, on, your last 14 starts, phenomenal. It felt like when I watched you pitch, it was more of the curveball instead of the slider. That fastball that we know, that four-seamer at the top of the zone, it still is electric. But was there any – I know you like your rhythm. I know you like your pace, the way when you know it's good, you can roll with it. But what really changed for you in that second half?
I felt healthy. I felt alive. I felt like even like my game plan was it was sharper. I didn't have a spring training, so I couldn't really create my game plan. I had to do it as I was pitching. Just because of me signing so late, I had so much to catch up on. To where now, I know where I'm going to be. I know I can show up spring early. I'm already talking about game plan now instead of when the season starts. So there's so many more advantages I have now to know where I'm going to be. I can, buy a home instead of renting a home. That's a big deal, as you know, and just kind of get comfortable and lock in on, being the best me I can be.
I have a theory. I think you auditioned to play for the Dodgers twice. 2020 World Series, arguably your best performance, and you were taken out of that game early against the Los Angeles Dodgers. That moment was asked in the press conference. Andrew Friedman watched you dominate his team, and I remember asking Mookie Betts after they won the World Series, what was your reaction when Snell came out of the game? He said, I looked at all the guys in the dugout, I was like, thank God, now we got a chance. And then, I'm not done. I felt like your best performance was back in 2023, September 13th. You remember this? Mookie got the one hit to start the game. Then you didn't give up another hit for 6 innings. You were dominant on that mound. Did that all play into what your mindset was in terms of your future and potentially playing for the Dodgers?
I think their team in general, just how good they are. I always really look forward to pitching in Dodger Stadium, and I always look forward to pitching against them. Just because I knew, it's how many people tune into those games. They're just so exciting. They're so much fun to be a part of. So that definitely played a part. Exactly, every game's going to be like that, and that really excites me.
Hey, what does this mean to your family? I know you got a tight family. What does it mean to you now, knowing that you're going to be there for the next 5 years? I know your father is a new father at this moment. What does it mean to you?
it's nice that I'll be able to have a house that is our home. I'll get to go there, and it won't be a rented house. I think that's like the biggest thing. My whole career, I've been in, homes that aren't mine. So to actually have our own home with my family. And we've been wanting to live in LA. We really have enjoyed this area a lot as we've gotten older. So there's a lot of perks to being here. One, the team being amazing, but two, living in LA is pretty amazing. So we can't wait. We're really excited.
Have you talked to Dave Roberts?
I've talked to him a couple of times. He's pretty excited too. So good that the feeling is mutual.
I love it. Has this phrase "opening day" been said to you at all? I mean, they're big name guys. I mean, Yamamoto, Glass. Now, I think we've heard Ohtani won't be ready for opening day. But have you heard anything about whether or not you're going to get the ball to start the season for the Dodgers?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll make sure I do what I can to earn that start. Yeah, we're going to earn it. So I'll come in the spring ready to go and see what we can do from there.
He's got edge, man.
I'm telling you, I always enjoy talking pitching with you, Blake. And I think the Dodgers were already a super team. We know that. But they just got even more super, if that is a phrase that you can say. Blake, you're one of our favorites. Congratulations on this great day for you and your family.
Thank you, guys. I was looking forward to this interview. So
awesome.
Appreciate it.
You're the man. Blake Snell joined us here on MLB Tonight. The Dodgers got better, man. The Dodgers got so much better.
このチームで投げない理由がないの一言には痺れました。やはり強力打線の援護、そして安心できる中継ぎ陣の下で誰しも投げたいと思いますよね。来シーズンはどんな投球を見せるのか期待しましょう。スネル選手はどんな成績を残すと思いますか？ぜひコメント欄で教えてくださいね。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。